Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. We did a video the other day on building your residual income. Had a lot of people commenting on the fact that they were interested. How does it work? Obviously, you can go to www.otgconsulting.net for lots of details around it. Again, www.otgconsulting.net. But it's really simple. It's really easy. Everyone's asking, what's the investment? There's no investment. Is this an MLM? No, it's not an MLM. How does it work? So we're basically brokers for everything technology. Think voice over IP, Internet of Things, wireless connectivity, security, servers in the cloud, basically anything.
Phones.
Yeah. If you're in business, anything that you pay a monthly fee for. Right. So think about it that way. So if you know people in business, they're using the services that we broker. And the value of coming to us is we have access to all options and we're unbiased. It doesn't matter to us which one we recommend. We recommend the best one that fits, and we usually bring 2 or 3 to the table so our clients can pick between the two, right? I mean, you've learned this business. I've been doing it my whole life, but you've been able to grasp it really quickly. It's not that difficult, right?
It's not. And, I'd liken it to someone who, a broker for health insurance. However, they have a limited, supply of what they're able to offer each person in an individual area. That's where OTG is very different. We are unlimited. We have every single option available. If it's available out there, we can get it for you. And what we do is we know that our clients are really busy, and a lot of them are wearing multiple hats, especially right now, where some companies have carved back and made one person head of a lot of things. So we know that you're really, really busy, and I don't think that your time is best spent calling all the service providers and sending them your needs. It could be as many, as 10 or more. You could get 100 if you wanted to. I mean, that would be overkill, but and then listening to the 10 pitches because you're calling them up to get the information, and then you're calling them back to answer questions they have, and it goes on, and then you narrow it down usually to 3, and then you want to negotiate the price. Once you've decided you really like one of them, that's when it's important to start negotiating the price. We do all of that for you so that you can spend your time doing what's important and to get done in a day-to-day business. We'll bring you as much information or as little information as you want. We can provide a vast
and you're talking about the clients that we're going out to.
Exactly. Yeah. To the client,
to the people that you know.
Right.
So if you know 10 people in business, what Karen's describing is what we do for them. We basically cut this process down. It could be 9 months. In many cases, we do it inside of 48 hours. If it's an extensive network, obviously it takes a little longer than that. But so we take months and months of work and carve it down, certainly inside of a month, usually inside of a week, and maybe inside of a day. Right.
And it feels really good to help people. We've got clients that we've saved so much money that they've been able to go on and sell their businesses, for huge profits because they were able to cut down their bottom line this way. We've also worked with family members who just so happen to be in that role and making them look really great in their own company because they're able to save the company money. So it feels really good to do what we do. I know Jeffrey wanted to do this video again because we have a lot of people on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn saying, I'm interested, but I don't really understand. I'm not interested in an MLM. And again, we've talked about this. An MLM, we are not an MLM in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not saying anything bad about MLMs. Yeah. It's just that OTG is not an MLM.
Well, and I think people say that because when they hear easy way to build residual income, they think of MLM. It's not even worth mentioning. Right. It's like it has nothing to do with us.
Exactly. But it's important to know that it costs you $0 to get into this business, and you never buy anything. These are sort of characteristics of MLMs. And again, I'm not downing an MLM because some of them I think are probably very worthy. But we are just not one. So $0 money to do this business ever. So you will never be asked. If you want to buy business cards, you can, you don't have to. You can use your existing email, or if you want to, get a company email, you can. Again, you don't have to. And I would say, none of those things are necessary. What's necessary is your desire to help other people to get the most efficient and cost-saving systems and processes for their business, and that's really all you need.
Yeah,
so
and it's really simple. You don't have to put any time in. You don't have to do this full time. This could be part time. And as Karen mentioned, you can just hang out a shingle. You've got a logo, you've got business cards, you've got email, you've got landing pages. Everything's done for you. We have a lot of expertise. Really easy to do. All you need to do is know a few people in business, and we can help them out, and you end up building residual income. Just in a nutshell, the way we get compensated, the way we get this residual income, we get paid by all the service providers to bring them new business. So we plug the right pieces of business, the right opportunities into the right service providers, and we get paid on the backside. So all of our clients pay zero. All of our agents don't have to pay anything to get involved. It's really that simple. So all we're doing is helping others and building residual income so you can get out here and live your best life. It's that simple.
And you might have a family member, a cousin, a brother-in-law, sister-in-law, your hairstylist, your nail salon, your tailor, your dry cleaner, your mortgage company, any company, no matter how small or how large, is a viable client. So if you have great relationships with them, this is a no risk for them. All you need to do is call them up, and we would tell you what information you need to garner. We'll even hop on the phone with you if you need us to, in order to run your first several calls. We have lots of free training, etc.
Daily calls to go over this. So
daily,
when
right.
Karen says, make your first call, I mean, we've got people who will help you. You don't even really have to make the calls.
Right.
You can just sit back and be a fly on the wall and listen in on the first few if you'd like. It's all up to you. So no one has to understand the technology. They don't have to understand sales. It's basically be willing to help others. It's that simple.
Exactly. And it's really important for our clients to understand that the reason our agents don't need to understand technology is our clients are not purchasing from our agents. We are basically just doing all of the heavy lifting to gather the information for you from the service providers. They know their business better than anyone else. All we need to do is gather that information from you. And I do want to say, because I know Jeffrey would never say this, he's been in the industry for a long time, 30 years. And so he grew up in this industry, and he's got connections at all these service providers at the C level. So most of these CEOs and CTOs and CMOs, these are personal friends of his that he's known and or worked with throughout the years, and he has an impeccable reputation in this industry. So when you work with us, even though your clients' contracts get signed with the service provider, Jeffrey's always there if anything goes wrong. Sometimes things go wrong, it happens, and we never like to have to make that call to the top. But if it gets to that point, I think it's reassuring for our clients to know that Jeffrey can get something escalated very quickly.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need help. So we stick with you. That's the whole beauty of the residual income. I mean, that's why the carriers do it that way, to keep the consultants involved. So when you have an issue, as Karen said, stuff happens. You don't just dial 1-800 the phone company, right? You can tap your OTG agent for connectivity to the top if you need help. But yeah, it's really that simple. Want to do another quick clarification, because there's a lot of people that are interested in building residual income at this time. They're just wondering, how do I do it? So that's it. But also check out the website that I mentioned, and we'd love to share more with you.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from Pinnacle Peak.